We're rolling. All right, we're rolling. Oh my, oh my, oh my. We are back. We are convening once again. The esteemed gentlemen in the room here to throw down some vibes, talk a little bit of pop culture, a little bit of the now, and a little bit of whatever the hell comes into our head. Let's be honest here. See how far we can digress. I'm here joined once again by the star child, Mr. Greg DeSense. How you doing today?
Ready, willing, and able.
Absolutely. All right. We particularly always appreciate the able part of that.
Mm-hmm. Amen.
Greg embodies the quiet cool for all of you listening out there. And also joined by the three of clubs, Mr. Rashawn Smith. How you doing today?
Doing well. Yourself?
I am doing just fine and dandy. Just fine and dandy. Sitting here sipping a little overpriced cherry brew, as we were talking about before we started the show. There we go. It's good, folks, but it ain't $20 good. I don't even know what the hell the brand is. But all right, having a little sip.
Is it $5 good? Because you got 4 of them. It costs you $20. So,
I mean, I guess so. Yeah, I guess it reaches 5. I mean, yeah, but still, I mean, you know, I'm
just trying to find that silver lining for you, man.
Yeah,
I'm becoming such a curmudgeon. I mean, it's just so true. It's just like, God damn it, I don't get a 6-pack of beer. I get a 4-pack of beer, and what the hell? And it cost me $20 damn. I can remember going down to the store, the Woolworths. That's where I'm at in this life. For anyone,
Woolworths,
nice. Man, the department store.
Woolworths.
Yeah, for anyone listening, don't know where we're from the New England area, so you hate us already. And you know, I can remember this place out close to where Rashawn was, called the Natick Mall, and all its glory, and all the various stores they had out there, and what a big deal that was, because it was a mall, an indoor mall.
I was gonna say, yeah, you already said mall, so it's already dated.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Right. Something kids, you don't go there anymore. It's fine. Really, you're not missing anything. It's fine. you can watch about it in an episode of Stranger Things. While we have you here, just wanted to ask you for a kind reminder. If you can, go on over to iTunes, because they are the standard of this. And if you're liking what we're doing, make sure to throw up a review, give it 5 stars. You can put just a series of periods after that in the description if you want. You can put clouds are white and fluffy. You can, say anything you want. You can say, I love it. Wouldn't change a thing. 3 out of 5 stars.
Oh shit! Wait,
whatever.
We're already on iTunes.
Yeah, we're gonna be soon. So that's the
man.
idea.
This is real.
Is that the rating systems are all controlled by iTunes. So once again, you can hate Steve Jobs all you want. You can hate Jeff Bezos all you want. That's fine. I'm fine. We don't kink shame here. So that's probably about the only thing we request that you don't leave in the reviews. No kink shaming. That just sort of stems from our basic set of being here. But thank you for that and taking a few moments to do that. Brother Greg here had a idea today, just bringing us in. Yeah, he did. We try and bat it around a little bit. We got our little triumvirate here as we divvy up our mythical Rome here.
Mm-hmm.
And Greg, I'll let you kind of lead us in and tell us what you had on your mind here today.
Well, we're at that point. Our generation is being honored with the ultimate accolade of the crap that we had to deal with back when we were teenagers and young adults, making a comeback. But I realized something. That the 60s generation must have been going through, as obviously the generation before Gen X that mattered. Everything's coming back, but it's not necessarily the shit that you liked. And everyone is going on and on about it like it's the new thing to hit the block. And you're like, oh, great, that's back. Fabulous. And so I started thinking about how obviously we love nostalgia, but do you? do you really want everything from back when you were a teenager to come back? So I thought about, you know what? Let's go ahead and write up 3. Let's write up 3 things that we want to come back, like would actually be happy if a teenager was walking by and doing it today, and things that we hate have come back, or things you hope to God never come back.
I'm going to just interject briefly here and say nostalgia is that interesting trait in humankind that keeps us alive and keeps us moving forward. But then again, if we could actually remember things as clearly as they actually happened, we'd never want to remember them again. It's exactly like childbirth, I'm going to say, being that we're in a room of 3 men. But as I've heard many women in my life say, if they could actually remember childbirth, they'd never have another child. But I got 2 sons. So obviously we have some ability to put things in the light of nostalgia and get on with our lives and get on to the next thing / relive those good memories.
Well, yeah, especially, when you don't want to get too buried in nostalgia, because it is creative masturbation. I mean, you really are just going over the same territory over and over again because it feels good. And then you're just kind of staring at the ceiling, just making excuses for yourself. So I think
am I the only one who takes a nap after, or?
I mean, if you need one.
That's dangerous, man. I mean, that's how you get caught.
Usually I got shit to do still. But I also think it's a rubric because it keeps you grounded in, it's like, I don't just like everything. I didn't just like everything back then. And I don't just like everything now just because I grew up with it or it happened to be around. And that helps keep you grounded. It lets you know that, I'm still open to new things. I don't need everything back again.
All right. Well, with that, I'm going to put you on the clock. We're doing a short timer today. We'll do 2 minutes. I'll get you going, and just why don't you lead us off here and tell us that first thing here that you remind me. Did you want to start with where you wanted to see remade or not? What did you want to bring back? What do you want to leave behind?
Let's start with what we want to leave behind.
Okay. All right. Well,
you want to do that?
Yeah, absolutely. All right.
Let's do the
you want to do like all 3, or you want to do like 1 for 1? Like we'll do one.
We'll do 1 for 1. We'll do one to Greg, 1 to you, 1 back to me, and then we'll go back around again. All right. Have a little fun with it. All right. Ready, Greg? You are on the lightning round. Here we go. 2 minutes.
All right. I'm going to start with the most obvious thing, and it's emblematic of other shows that have tried to make a comeback because, damn it, you told your story. We don't want more. Roseanne.
Ooh.
Roseanne did not need to come back. In one way, I appreciate it because, you know what? That working class white family, probably mad racist right now because they're just kind of going, right? I mean, time has passed. Dan would have lost his job because someone's stock had to go up 0.5%, and everybody else would be just bitter and working 3 fucking jobs and supporting Donald Trump. I think they actually should have leaned into Roseanne's personal beliefs if they wanted that to be a success. But they didn't. They tried some half-ass thing, and no one wanted more. The last 3 seasons of that show were garbage, and I think that's a good rubric for TV sitcoms, especially. If your last 3 or 4 seasons were garbage, you don't need to come back.
I mean, I'm stepping on time a little, but the fact that they had to bring a character back to life. I mean, let's think about that for a sec. Dan was dead.
Yeah.
Dan was fucking dead.
But
you weren't there. You weren't there.
Brown.
You don't know.
They brought back Murphy Brown. They're bringing back Punky Brewster. They're bringing back Frasier. The Real World, the original cast. I'm like, no, man. I didn't want to see this when it was happening. I don't need to see it now.
All right. You bring up a very legitimate point. I'm just going to do a very quick digression. This is a true story. When I was at Emerson, we went drinking one night in Kenmore Square, and Salone Moon Fry walked into the pizza shop we were at about 2 a.m. because it was the only place open in Boston because we're kind of a lame drinking city. We get drunk fast here because everybody's got to. And she was absolutely tanked off her ass. We're like, that's Punky Brewster. tanked off her ass. But all right, God bless her. She was in college. It's okay.
Before or after breast reduction?
I think before. I mean, I'm sure I was looking, but it was a little while ago. I don't have that much of that memory. I'm not that much of a creep, but I try and function in society. That's all I'm saying. All right, Rajan, what do you got to start us off? Start us off for that which needs to be left behind. You're on the clock.
Oof. I gotta say, my mind's still kind of stuck on the point that you just made, and the fact that if you grew up in Boston, that's probably the reason why you can drink really hard, really fast, really well. We're groomed for it. That is so messed up. As a general rule, I am against remakes 98% of the time. I feel it's lazy. I feel it's unnecessary. However, there have been times where it's bit me in the ass. For example, one of my favorite movies is The Departed. And then you get some person who's like around 70 and be like, cool, I like it when it came out the first time. So every once in a while, it does get you bit in the ass. But I'll just start with some low-hanging fruit to kick off my list with Point Break. Point Break was a beautiful collection of not giving a fuck ideas put into a plot that was masterfully pulled off by a person who was just barely above a mannequin when it came to acting, as well as someone who was just 2 steps below a crack addict losing it on meth against a cop. You put those two people together and you had gold, and then you toss in Anthony Kiedis because why not? And you end up with one of the best fucking movies that's ever been produced. You don't need to do it again, but they did, and they decided to just throw away everything that made the movie cool, everything that made the movie work, everything that we cared about. And for some reason, it's like they only watched the skydiving scenes from the first movie, and they're like, what if we made a movie all on this, no plot, no nothing, whatever, we're just gonna make it all this, all basically nonsensical action of exports or extreme sports or whatever the fuck we want to call it, to the point where when people were dying in the remake, no one gave a shit. Literally, I don't even know what happened at the end. Okay. I don't care. I just know that people died and I was fine with it because whatever.
All right. Now I'll add in 2 quick points. I mean, beautifully put. Absolutely got you backed up there. Didn't even see it. I mean, I didn't even watch, that's when you don't have my attention, when I'm like, nah, not even gonna lay eyes on it. Not even gonna give it a fucking chance. Like, I'm judging the book by the cover. You did bring up Anthony Kiedis, who, in my opinion, has the best line in that movie, which is, nah, man, we're just going to fuck you up.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Which, I mean, all accounts, he's not like that, but go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, the best line in the movie, to be fair, is Utah, Get Me Too, which is in which Gary Busey is talking about 2 meatball subs. And yes, it's right before he gets killed, but still, it's so beautifully nonsensical to the point where it's like, yeah, the whole movie fits. This is the character. And for anyone taking umbrage on what I just said about Keanu Reeves, you need to have grown up with Keanu Reeves to understand that Keanu Reeves isn't exactly always the Keanu Reeves that you guys like to believe he is right now. He was basically a mannequin. We loved him, but after River's Edge, my man did not act for like 30 straight years.
I think
he was in movies. He just didn't act.
He once got a review at an off-Broadway Shakespearean performance that I think the description.
I was going to say that.
It was ran the emotional gamut between A and little A. So I thought that there are a couple of bad reviews that are just so classic that you absolutely have to, put them out there. I'm like, wow, that's some shit right there. And I'm glad
I did not come here to bash Keanu.
No.
I'm gonna agree in so much that he's just kind of carved out a career where he gave up trying to do Shakespeare and Bram Stoker's Dracula and just said, fuck it. And he's just Keanu, and what may. And that was honestly the best career choice he could have made.
And to give him credit, though, he reinvents himself to a certain extent as John Wick, and everybody fucking loves it, and they should.
Yeah.
So, like, more power to him. I'm glad that all the internet rumors about him are that he's this awesome human being, and I think that's fantastic. And I'm really kind of glad he still